So I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land from which I greet you today, which for me is the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. And I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. And I encourage you to spend a minute acknowledging and thinking about the traditional owners of the land from where you are joining us today. So I had a request overnight to run through the 7-round breathing, and in the text that I sent you, it is mentioned at the start of the practice, but I have had to make a few time adjustments for this one because I'm still doing my work during the week. But we'll run through the 9-round breathing now, and then probably what I'll do is include a link. There's a couple of very good YouTube videos from other students of Dr. Nina, and you can all go and have a look. It is, I'm not neglecting it or devaluing it. It is really good to do before the practice, but I've been thinking all along about our time issues. So you would do it before you start to purify all of your channels and remove all your negativities. But anyway, we will run through it quickly now. And I'll just share a couple of images with you. And get the screen together. So for 9-round breathing, if you can sit like that little yogi, good for you. That's not going to happen to me in this lifetime. However, you are going to sit cross-legged, straight without being rigid. Maintain a comfortable, relaxed aspect to the spine. The classical description is to imagine your spine as a stack of gold coins. Or the other one that I've often been taught is to imagine there's a string on the top of your head and you're pulling yourself up straight. So you are straight, but you don't want to ever hold your body rigid. For this purposes, the shoulders are up. You can see in the image in the bottom there that the shoulders are up. And your head is just a little bit forward. So it's a little different to the classical meditation posture, but you are sitting with your shoulders up. Your hands, you are covering your ring finger. This is to protect your La energy, the vital life force energy that circulates so that it doesn't escape the body unnecessarily. So your hands are like that and your shoulders are up and your hands turned like that down in your groin. And we can see there's the 3 main channels. According to Tibetan medicine, there are actually 72,000 channels in the body. But we are looking at these 3 main channels today. So on the right side of the body, we have the lunar channel, the female channel. On the left side, the solar channel, the male channel. And in the middle is the neutral channel. And we're clearing all 3 of these channels through this process of what's called 9-round breathing. It's an alternate nostril breathing. There are many variations of it in a lot of traditions, including the yogic tradition. And there is visualization that goes with it. Today, we're not going to focus too much on the visualization other than with the help of the other lovely image above. When you're breathing out, imagine that you are breathing out negativity, toxins, anything that you don't really feel needs to be in your body. And we're breathing that out, breathing in clean, light air and breathing out the negativity, which it's helpful to visualize as a dark smoke. So you're in your yogic posture. You're going to take your cover your left nostril. I'm sorry, you can't see me very fully, so this is going to be a bit brief. Raising your right hand, reaching out, breathing in. You bring that down to about navel level. Hold for a minute, and then you're going to raise that hand, cover the right nostril, and breathe out. And then we reverse this, lifting the left hand, breathing in. and hold. And then lift that left hand and breathe out with the right nostril. Now we're going to drop both hands and breathe in together. And this is the central channel we're working on now. And hold. And then breathe out. So this is the basic 3 breaths, but you repeat that 3 times, 3 by 3, which is why we have 9 round breathing. So I know it's a little bit difficult. I'm not sure how to get myself holding in the screen, but hopefully you've seen this before and I will share a video. But let's just do 3 by 3 together. Just a simple one today. Breathing in, if you want to visualize white light, clean air, whatever works for you. And then as the air is expelled from the body, we're expelling the negativity, any dark energies, any toxins, all of those things are going out of the body. And the grey smoke is a very easy visualization. So hold your fist straight. And then raising the left, covering the left nostril, breathing in. And hold. And out. In. And out. And then together. And out. Now we repeat that process, covering the left, breathing in. And hold. Covering the right, breathing out. Breathing in. Covering the left, breathing out. And then together. And last round, and do try and fully expel the air. Give the out breath the time it needs. And then just draw your fists back to the groin and sit for a moment. Take a few deeps. Okay, so that's a very, very basic teaching. I'll send you the YouTube videos because the one I'm thinking of, you can actually see the whole lady and it's much easier to get an understanding. I'd have to move the camera and we're set up for this particular process at the moment. It's a very, very good thing to do before any sort of practice, before your meditation, before bed, you know, particularly if you're working in offices or commuting and you're around other people's energy. If you can't sleep, sit up in bed and do it at night. So yes, 9 round breathing. Now without Ali Kali. Om a a e e u u li 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 e e o o a. Om a e e u u li 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 e o a. Om a e e u li 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 e o a. Ga 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 na, sa sa za za na, ta 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 da na, ta 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 da na. Papa papa ma yarala wa sha sha sa ha sha so ha kaka kaka na ta 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 da na ta 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 da na ta 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 da na papa papa ma yarala wa sha sha sa ha sha so ha kaka kaka na ta 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 na ta 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 da na ta 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 da na papa papa ma yarala wa sha sa sa ha sha so ha. And then pray to Yuthok, first time in Tibetan and then twice in English. Namo Guru. Gangi Kui San Chen Chok. Yung Po Kun Kyab De Ba Che. Nam Kun Chok Den Do Je Ying. Tsung Do Kune Ku Chak Zel. Gangi Sun Chi San Chen Chok. Dra Dra Kun Kyab Song Del Wa. Ge Chi Si Tong Chu Dra Drok. Tsung Do Kune Tsung Chak Zel. Gangi Tuki San Chen Chok. Trupa Kundel Deva Che. Shera Paro Chinlane. Tsung Del Kune Tuk Chak Zel. Kelwa Kun Kangren Paki. Keli Zenpo Kyapani. Drowa Kunne Gangwachi. Deche Kila Japsuchi. Jipe Ke Zen Matopa. Tokyangu Ten Mitempa. Deli Ningshin Jin Menpe. Sewe Kike Jesu Song. Kike Zen Sotap Kapsongwe. Deni Nam Yang Sit Somin. De Chik Mikchu Yoshindu. Ningli Du Kun Sova Deb Rapjam Gilway Kilko Chok. Sangchen Ki Ko Kro Chikpi. Deling Ko Nanung Songdu. Ka Kep Duwe Tu Pasho. Homage to the Guru, whose supreme secret body is the nature of great bliss that pervades all existence. In all ways, supremely endowed with the Vajra realm, to Yuthok's incomparable form we prostrate. He whose supreme secret speech is the indestructible quality that pervades all sound, roaring the sound of the 84,000 dharmas. To Yuthok's incomparable speech we prostrate. He whose supreme secret mind is unconditioned great bliss, dwelling in the perfection of wisdom, to Yuthok's incomparable mind we prostrate. You who are even the leader of all the Buddhas, there is no refuge other than you. For all sentient beings, because of this, in you I take refuge. Immature beings who haven't heard your name, or they're able to hear your name but cannot be taught, for them there is only compassion. Lead them with your loving kindness. Through hearing your name and taking refuge in you, they will no longer be in the ocean of samsara. Because of this, with eyes filled with tears, I pray to you at all times from my heart. Infinite supreme mandalas of the Buddhas are one taste to your supreme body. Today, right now, and in actuality, may all sentient beings pervading space attain this. Homage to the Guru, whose supreme secret body is the nature of great bliss that pervades all existence. In all ways, supremely endowed with the Vajra realm, to Yuthok's incomparable form we prostrate. He whose supreme secret speech is the indestructible quality that pervades all sound, roaring the sound of the 84,000 dharmas, to Yuthok's incomparable speech we prostrate. He whose supreme secret mind is unconditioned great bliss, dwelling in the perfection of wisdom, to Yuthok's incomparable mind we prostrate. You who are even the leader of all the Buddhas, there is no refuge other than you. For all sentient beings, because of this, in you I take refuge. Immature beings who haven't heard your name, or they're able to hear your name but cannot be taught. For them there is only compassion. Lead them with your loving kindness. Through hearing your name and taking refuge in you, they will no longer be in the ocean of samsara. Because of this, with eyes filled with tears, I pray to you at all times from my heart. Infinite supreme mandalas of the Buddhas are one taste to your supreme body. Today, right now, and in actuality, may all sentient beings pervading space attain this. May auspiciousness increase. Refuge prayer. Namo, Rigdu Deshe Doji Chan, Jokdu Kon Jok Sumjino, Dakshin Jan Chok Matopa, Ning Neni Wa Chap Suti. Rigdu Deshe Doji Chan, Jokdu Kon Jok Sumjino, Dakshin Jan Chok Matopa, Ning Neni Wa Chap Suti. You who are the union of all Sagatas and Vajradhara, essence of the three jewels in the 10 directions and 3 times, until I and all others achieve enlightenment. From my inner heart, I take refuge in you. Going to the shake doji chan chok to conchak sunji no dakshin chan chok matopa ning any chop suchi. Nothing generating body chitam. Sanji chunang suchi chunam la jan chuk bao to dagni chop suchi. Daji jin sok chi pesonam ki dola panchi sanji tu pashok. Sanji chunang suchi chunam la jan chuk bao to dagni chop suchi. Daji jin sok chi pesonam ki dola panchi sanji tu pashok. Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, until enlightenment, I take refuge in you. Through my merit of generosity and so on, may I attain Buddhahood for the good of all sentient beings. Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, until enlightenment, I take refuge in you. Through my merit of generosity and so on, may I attain Buddhahood for the good of all sentient beings. For unmeasurables, once in Tibetan and twice in English. Semchen Tamche Dewa Dang Dewi Gu Dang Den Pa Chik. Semchen Tamche Duk Now Dan Duk Nel Gu Ji Gu Dang Rel Kwa Gu Chik. Semchen Tamche Duk Now May Be Dewa Dang Midral Wa Gu Chik. Semchen Tamche Nailing Chak Dang Ni Dang Rel Wi Tan Nam La Ne Pa Gu Chik. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be separated from the supreme joy that is beyond all suffering. May all beings abide in equanimity. free from attachment, aversion, and sorrow. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be separated from the supreme joy that is beyond all suffering. May all beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment, aversion, and sorrow. And then once more for yourself, because when we say all sentient beings, you must include yourself. May I have happiness and the causes of happiness. May I be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May I never be separated from the supreme joy that is beyond all suffering. May I abide in equanimity, free from attachment, aversion, and sorrow. Illustration time. Gangi jinji decheni gechikni cha lamgang lama ninchin tabu doji chang shak peladu. From whose kindness greatness itself instantly arises within us. The Guru with jewel-like form, holder of the Vajra, I prostrate at your feet. Let's go.
更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更，拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜，更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更。拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜。更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更，拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜，更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更。拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜。更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更，拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜，更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更，拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜。更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更，拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜，更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更，拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜。更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更，拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜，更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更。拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜，更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更，拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜，更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更。拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜，更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更，拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜，更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更。拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜，更给真正的千年，给居你兰车瓦更，拉玛人前大不顾，多吉长寿贝拉杜，更给真正的千年，给居你兰车 Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong Lama Rinchen Tapu Ku Dorji Changsha Bela Du Gong Yi Zhen Zhi Di Chen Yi Ke Ju Ni Lan Cherwa Gong 拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜。贡吉真知地千尼给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千尼给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜，贡吉真知地千耶给居尼兰彻瓦冈。拉玛人称大布古多尔吉长舍贝拉杜， 公益政治的前夜，给居你兰切瓦冈，拉玛人称大布谷，多吉强舍贝拉杜，公益政治的前夜，给居你兰切瓦冈，拉玛人称大布谷，多吉强舍贝拉杜。
Okay. Now I'm in wool mother offering.
Da shen lu da long cha du san chi ge zo dang chi ri li ni da so kun zang cho zhen san mi zhu xi de la ma kun cho tu ji zhen lan bu zo na yi shi zo ni zo per shou da shen lu da long cha du san chi ge zo dang ji ri li ni da so kun zang cho zhen san yi zhu xi de la ma kun cho tu ji zhen lan bu so nam yan shi zo ni zo per shou da shen lu da long cho du san chi ge zo dang ji ri li ni da so kun zang cho zhen san mi zhe xie de la ma kun cho tu ji zhen lan bu so nam ye shi zo ni zo per shou da shen lu da long cho du san chi ge zo dang ji ri li ni da so kun zang cho zhen san yi zhu xi de la ma kun cho tu ji zhen lan bu so nam ye shi zo ni zo per shou da shen lu da long cho du san chi ge zo dang ji ri li ni da so kun zang cho zhen san mi zhu xie de la ma kun cho tu ji zhen lan bu so nam ye shi zo ni zo per shou da shen lu da long cho du san chi ge zo dang ji ri li ni da so kun zang cho zhen san mi zhu xie de la ma kun cho tu ji zhen lan bu so nam ye shi zo ni zo per shou da shen lu da long cho du san chi ge zo dang ji ri li ni da so kun zang cho zhen san yi zhu xi de la ma kun cho tu ji zhen lan bu so nam ye shi zo ni zo per shou。
Now circumambulation, medicine Buddha. Daya to om bekenze, maha bekenze, ratstamagati soha. To om bekenze, maha bekenze, that's samudati so ha. Now, Vajrasattva practice purification. Above my head on a white lotus moon disc, a white hong becomes Vajrasattva. In manner and ornaments of the Sambhoga Kaya, his two hands holding Vajra and bell. At his heart is a moon disc with the syllable hong. Surrounded by the 100-syllable mantra, radiating light which offers to the Buddhas. Nectar pours from Vajrasattva's big toe, washing through my body. All stains and obscurations, without exception, completely cleansed and become purified. So let's sit for a moment in the joy of that. And the mantra 3 times with the 100-syllable, and then a full mahalo of the short one. Om benza sato tamaya manupalaya benza sato tenopa tistodido me bawa sutakaya me bawa subakaya me bawa alalatu me bawa sawatiri me payata tawa kama tutame tiam shiam kuru hong ha 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 bakaman sabatata kata benza mami benza bahamaha samaya satva Om benza sato samaya manupalaya benza sato tenopa tistodido me bawa sutakaya me bawa supakaya me bawa anuratu me bawa Sawatiri me payata tawa kama tutame tiam shiam kuru hum ha 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 ho bhagavan savatata gata benza mami munza benza bahamaha samaya satva benza sato samaya manupalaya benza sato tenapa tistudida me bawa sutakaya me bawa supakaya me bawa anaraka me bawa sawatiri me payata tawa kama tutame tiam shiam kuru hum ha 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 ho bhagavan savatata gata benza mami munza benza baha samaya Om benza sato, 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 om benza sato. Om benza sato, om benza sato, om benza sato. Om benza sato, om benza sato, om benza sato, om benza sato, om benza sato. Om benza sato, om benza sato. Om benza sato, om benza sato, om benza sato, om benza sato, om benza sato. Om benza sato, om benza sato, om benza sato, om benza sato, om benza sato. Om benza sato, om benza sato, om benza sato, om benza sato. Om benza sato. Now, Kusali offering. Another joyous part of the Ngondro. In the sky in front is the Lama, king of medicine, residing amidst the 4 classes of guests like a massed gathering of clouds. One's own consciousness is ejected into space, becoming the form of Vajrayogini, holding a curved knife and skull cup. With a driguk, she cuts open the skull of our corpse, placing it on a self-arisen hearth of skulls. Inside the skull, the flesh and bones are chopped fine as mustard seeds. Through conjoined fire and wind, it becomes an inexhaustible ocean of nectar, filling the breadth of space with endless offering clouds. Whatever is wished for or desired arises for each class of guest. through countless offering goddesses emanating from the heart of Vajrayogini. With the offering mantra. Om Ahum, 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 Om Ahum. The three jewels and three roots, guests of apparent existence, through offering with devotion, perfect the two accumulations. Glorious Dharma protectors, the guests of quality, through offering to you, perform activities and grant cities. Beings of the six realms, guests of compassion, through generosity, may your suffering be pacified and may you have happiness. 8 classes of elementals, karmic debtor guests. By dedicating to you, may you possess the mind of bodhicitta. Through the wisdom of the lamas and knowledge holders and the illusory play of appearances. By the generosity of offering the body, may all be pleased and satisfied. May sentient beings be liberated from all suffering. Our mind, under the power of illusion and obscuration, imputes phenomena as dualistic appearances. Primordially, they're all non-conceptual and unfabricated like the sky, in the sphere of illuminant suchness. I pray to Yuthok. Do some gel kun sangwa chik du pa, lama min pe gel po Yuthok pa, ning kong gu pe ting ne to atep, kusum tu ki jinji lo pa dang, chok dang tun mon nup sel du so. To the secret union of all Buddhas of the 3 times, to the Guru Yuthok, the King of Medicine, I pray from the depths of my heart and bones. Bless me through your body, speech, and mind. Grant me the supreme and common cities. Gewa de yino dudak, menja Yuthok chupjune, droa chikya manupa, de salo kapashok. By this merit may we quickly achieve the state of Yuthok, the King of Medicine, and through this may all beings be placed on this level. Let's seal our practice today. Om Yadama Hetutra Bhava Hetun Tishan Tatakato Hayawadi Tishan Sayuniroda Eva Mandi Mahashamana Soha. Om Yadama Hetutra Bhava Hetun Tishan Tatakato Hayawadi Tishan Sayuniroda Eva Mandi Mahashamana Soha. Om Yadama Hetutra Bhava Hetun Tishan Tatakato Hayawadi Tishan Sayuniroda Eva Mandi Mahashamana Soha. Thank you all.